Hello, this is Computerizer, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Hard Mode. If you missed my first video, this is playing Kerbal Space Program with hard difficulty in career mode, and we're going to see how far we can get. Hopefully we can at least get to the moon and maybe to some of the other planets here in the Kerbal system. So last episode we did launch a couple launches and ended up getting into space and collecting lots of science and lots of money. We started out with just 10,000 funds, and we now have over 200,000 funds. We've got 41 science, so let's go to the Research and Development Center here and start grabbing some more of these science thingamabobs, technologies. So pretty soon we're probably going to want a heat shield, and I definitely want that radial mount parachute. The bigger fin would be nice, and the radial decoupler. It'd also be nice to have this gimbaling engine and bigger tanks. So, gosh, thinking I can only get 2 of these. I've only got 41, so I can't get all 3, but I'm honestly not sure how much the radiator is needed at this point. Probably not going to be going to orbit, so let's see if we can get into orbit in this episode. So let's go ahead and grab that, and would I rather have? I think I'm gonna. These are kind of useless without the other. I mean, the radial decoupler you really want. I guess I have those other solid rocket boosters, but really this one would be best to use with that. Let's go for that, I guess. So we've got 8 science left on that, and I'll unlock the parts as I need them in the VAB. To get an idea, hello, Gene. To get an idea of what we want to do, I want to pick a couple contracts. That'll kind of guide our way here and give us some funds in return. So this guy just wants to do a suborbital flight. Yeah, we can build something to do that, I guess. The trick is that we have to be able to carry 2. We have to have a pilot and this Kerbal, Matemi, might me, I don't know, however you say that. So let's yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And a lot of these are going to be really hard to do, so I'm going to leave those for now. Let's just do this one. So we just need to do a suborbital flight, just like we just did, except we need to carry someone with us. So let's open that last vehicle we had, E02, and we had extra fuel on it, so we might be able to, let's call this one E03, we might actually be able to get away with putting an extra command pod on it. I'm going to take those off. Remove the parachute for a second. Pick an extra command pod on like that. It's not super logical looking there, but or realistic. Can I put an extra parachute? No, I can't. Just worried that parachute won't be enough, but I guess if we separate Let me also pull off the science. I know we wanted to get that done in space, but I feel like it's going to explode when we crash again anyway. I mean, when we land. Excuse me. So, you know, yeah. So this should get us to space. So let's Jebediah, and let's put Matemi here. And I think that should be okay to go. Parachute issues. Command pod has crew assigned, but no parachute. Right, it's because it's on a different one. That's okay. Yeah, I suppose I could come up with some way to have these two both on here with each having their own parachute. I don't know, we'll probably be okay. I really don't want to kill a tourist, but yeah, this is where hard mode starts getting a little hard, I guess. Oh, I guess I could unlock this parachute. Okay, all better. If I do that, actually, then I'm actually going to take this out, put the science thing back in there. I totally forgot that we could use this parachute. So let me put a pair of these on here-ish. And just for more safety, let's put a couple more on there. So we'll have plenty of parachutes now, and we'll just land this whole rocket all at once, and we'll be able to recover it and save some money there. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully it'll launch okay and stuff. I don't think this is substantially heavier than the previous one, and we had a little bit extra, more solid fuel than I wanted before. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. We can also save some weight if I take out, I'm assuming this saves weight, 10.7 tons. If I take out multi-electric charge monopropellant, 10.6, 10.7, yeah, so we can save weight by removing monopropellant, which we can't use yet because we don't have any RCS. Okay, so that should be okay. Let me just look through, see if there's anything else that we might want to. That is the big one, right? Yeah. Any new parts you might want to use or anything? Could use bigger. Those fins will be fine, I think. This little guy. Okay, I think we're good to go. So don't forget to do the science up there. Make sure again that we have Jebediah and Matemi here, and let's save and let's cross our fingers and go out to the launch pad. Hopefully this will fly reasonably well. It's a little bit heavy. I guess it is going to be heavier than the other one. Hopefully that's enough thrust then. Can I adjust it? No, I can't. Okay, well, hold on, Jebediah and Matemi, because we're about to take a risk. Here we go. Okay, that's not too bad. Roll over slightly. And we'll drop that solid rocket booster on the launch pad. It falls off here in a second. We're still accelerating a little faster than I wanted, so that's not cool. Okay, good control. That's 4. Okay, that looked too much thrust there. Let's throttle back just a bit. Turn on the SAS to hold it there, and let's switch to the map here so we can take a look. Watch that as it builds. Okay, see some atmospheric effects, so we're going a little fast maybe. Not too bad. Definitely can see worse. I'm going to throw it back just a little bit. I don't want to be too inefficient here when we're still inside the atmosphere. I'm actually going to tip slightly because we don't need to go over that much. Okay, we're at 56. Okay, just turn the SRB hit the water. Sound travels really well. Okay, we're going to go to space now. Go ahead and cut the throttle. And yeah, it's not useful. Do a crew report when we get to space. I don't remember if I did that last time or not. And I will do the materials bay. Matemi here does not look particularly happy, unfortunately. Maybe he didn't expect this to be exactly the way it has turned out. But even though everything's going to plan so far, yeah, he looks a little worried. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Okay, we're at the stars just came out. We're at 64,000 meters, almost to space. Turn off the SAS. We don't need that on right now. And the thing I want to do here is observe the materials bay in space. And we're going to get 15 signs for that. That will be excellent. We'll get that next unlock. Do a crew report. And this one, I guess. 3 more science. Excellent. And yeah, Matemi, I don't know. Jebediah is always happy, but Matemi looks a little worried. He didn't expect weightlessness to feel quite like this, I suppose. I'm going to try to go in tail first, again, which will be something like that, I suppose. We're still going upward at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and accelerate time a little until we go back down into the atmosphere again. Okay. And we're coming down nicely. We're going to be pretty far from the Space Center, but that's alright. I'm going to just rotate again a little bit just to keep the tail pointed, well, yeah, in the direction we're going. Again, that's so that the engine can absorb a lot of the heat of re-entry, because they're pretty tolerant to heat for obvious reasons. And also, so it just kind of protects these things. And I want to be upright anyway, because my parachutes are up here, and I want to land feet first, so to speak. Depending on how the weight is balanced in this, it may or may not actually stay in that orientation, so it probably won't. You want the weight to be as high as possible. I haven't unlocked resource transfer yet, so yeah, we've got it's gonna flip. Right. Just a suborbital flight like that. Get any of this stuff. Okay. Should slow down more though. Oh no. No. Okay. Well. That's unfortunate. I think primarily because it turned around and came head first, it didn't have much resistance to the air. So Yeah, Mark 1 command prod. Jebediah Kerman was killed. And Matemi Kerman was killed. Unfortunately, that gives us a -20 reputation for killing that Kerbal. Oh, but we did get some funds for that. Excellent. Okay. For some reason, the sound is still playing. The re-entry sounds. It's a bug. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to the Space Center. And I have a memorial for Jebediah and Matemi. Unfortunately, we'll never be seeing them again. So reputation is still positive. We didn't get the science from that. Funds are low. So what I'd like to do at this point is do one quick flight to get some more science. So 4, I guess. I'm going to take off that second pod. This is just going to be a science mission. I'm not going to try to recover that rocket. I mean, if it works out, then it works out, but let me stick parachute on here. So I just want to do that science, the 15 science, so that we can unlock more parts. It'd be nice to have drogue parachutes, for example, so that we can prevent things like that from happening again. So looks good to me. Don't have Jebediah anymore, so we've got Bill. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to have to hire someone to replace Jebediah, unfortunately. Okay, with parachutes, got separator if I want to use it. Okay, let's launch this one then. And yeah, go for it. Here goes Bill. I think with Bill in here, because he's not a pilot, I can't use the SAS. Yeah, that's correct. So, just using manual controls here. Keyboard. Should be okay. It's been a pretty stable ship. Those fins really help create some drag toward the back end. Okay, just leave it going there. Switch to this view so I can keep an eye on that here. I'd like to watch the actual rocket though as well. I'm going to be pitched over too much because I like to land back fairly close to the Space Center. We just need to make sure we're in the water out here. That's all. Yeah, that's pretty good. How's our apoapsis? 30. There's not really a reason for me to come back to this view, but it's more interesting to look at than this. Because I can use an alpha to steer. And as soon as we're at like 75 or 80, I'll stop. Okay. Still got some fuel left there. And we're just drifting. Time accelerate out of the atmosphere. Just like that. Okay, in space. Observe the materials bay. There's the 15. Do a crew report. There's a 3. And time accelerate again until we hit the atmosphere. Again, I'm going to turn it tail first. If we end up coming in too fast, I will stage and then pull the parachutes when we're getting slow enough, because the capsule will slow down fairly quickly by itself. Okay, we're falling, and not as far out as we were last time. It's good to be back as close as we can to land. To land as close as we can to the Space Center, because we get more funds returned to us the closer we are. Because obviously it'd be more expensive to ship them back across the planet. Okay, watching the atmosphere gauge here getting a little thicker. Trying to keep the tail pointed as close as I can to this marker. Also keep an eye on. I'm not going to be able to hold it again. Oh, maybe I can. Okay. We're doing okay. Alright. Okay. Oh. That wouldn't work. I suppose I could have run the engines to try to I'm trying to turn over here. Could have used the engine to try to slow us down some more, but I forgot that I still had fuel. That's okay. We will get some funds back from doing this part. Plus, since we're going slow enough, we should get all of our science. So let me do a little time acceleration here as we get closer. And up a bit so we can see the parachutes all intersecting with each other in unrealistic ways. And okay, here we go. Everybody safe, please. Everybody being Bill and my science. There we go. Come on. Okay. Cover that vessel. Let's see what we get from that. Looks like 18.8 science. Excellent. We've got 2,594 points back, or funds back. We're still above 200,000. And Bill Kerman got some XP. So we've got 26 science. That's going to help us unlock at least one more, I guess just one more technology in a research and development center. Unfortunately, we have lost 2 of our Kerbals, but next episode we can take a look in the astronaut complex and see if we can get another pilot here to get us going again. Hopefully someone is you know, almost as good as Jebediah. Nobody's going to be as good as Jebediah, but we will erect a memorial somewhere on the grounds here for him. So, and the other guy that I forgot the name of. So that's what we've got for now. Next time we'll try doing a tourist thing again, and hopefully not kill them this time. All right. I'll see you then. This is Computerizer. Bye bye.